Daviess County High School is the host of one of the start to the final week of the regular season for the Grayson County Cougars. The Cougars have won 2 straight games. They've yet to win 3 straight all season. On the other side, a Daviess County team that is #1 in region number 3. A record of 22-5, winners of 8 of 9, 19 of 21. It's a matchup between 2 of the top 6 in the 3rd region. And a good evening here and welcome high atop the gym here at Daviess County High School for this evening's coverage of Cougar basketball on K105. Sam Gormley with you today. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in. It's coming up on our locker room show. We're going to introduce you to both the Grayson County Cougars, who enter with that record of 15-11, and the 22-5 Daviess County Panthers. Both of these teams hoping to make the 3rd region tournament and make long runs in that tournament here in a couple of weeks and get a nice little test here to see where they stand in the region. We'll introduce you both teams, though, talk to head coach Travis Johnston and bring you the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Daviess County High School with the Grayson County Panthers. Daviess County enters the record of 22-5. They are 5-1 in the 9th district of play. They're going to turn their attention 1 week from today. They're going to make the trip just across town and face Apollo. It's the 10th or 9th district tournament. Is going to be held at Apollo High School this year. Daviess County being the 1 seed will take on the number 4 seeded Apollo Eagles. And then it'll be Owensboro and Owensboro Catholic in game 2. With that game, Daviess County is going to try to advance to the 3rd region tournament for the first time since 2017. This team, really good. And they're one of the top teams in the region for a reason. The players you'll need to know, it starts with their leading scorer, Jonathan Moss. He averages 16.4 points, 2.8 rebounds a game. Right behind him, just half a point less, is the senior Gage Phelps, 15.9 points, 4 rebounds per game. And then you've got the Madisonville transfer, De'Aaron Watkins, the sophomore, 12.9 points, leading the team with 6.6 rebounds a contest. It's that 3-headed monster. But they're more than just that. Jackson Brown averaging about 9, Aiden Ayer just less than 8. And then off the bench, they got some guys who can flat out shoot it. As a team, averaging 69 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, 41% from three-point range, and 78% from the free throw line. And you think with a team with that good of offensive numbers, the defense might not necessarily be there, but that is not the case. 17th in the state and points allowed per game. This team is number 1 in the 3rd region media poll for a reason. They are really, really good, and Grayson County gets a nice test here to see where they stand. Speaking of those Cougars, they had a big win on Friday last time out against Greenwood. They've now won 2 straight. We'll take a break. Introduce you to them after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
05. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The Grayson County Cougars have a record of 15-11, 4-2 in the 12th District. 1 week from tonight, they are going to be taking on Edmonson County at the Cougar Den, and the game that matters more than anything else. Winner moves on to the 3rd region tournament. Loser's season will end. Grayson County trying to get back to Owensboro in 2 weeks, but to do that, they're going to have to win next Tuesday. So instead, you get 2 games until that point. On Friday, they will host Hancock County for what would be senior night for the Cougar boys, but they don't have any seniors. Lady Cougars will have 2 seniors that will be recognized before or in between those 2 games on Friday evening. But before that, Daviess County is the opponent. Cougars 15-11. Travis Johnston is their head coach, 91-109 in his 200th season, or his 7th year, as he just coached his 200th game as the head coach of the Cougars in that game against Greenwood that the Cougars won 70-62. And the most important part about that game is that Brody Armstrong returned from an injury, and that's a huge player for Grayson County to get back. Brody had a concussion, caused him to miss 4 games, and he is kind of the straw that stirs the drink for this Grayson County team. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. Then it also helps when you got guys like Jack Logston and Spencer Langdon. In fact, with Jack Logston, we're on 1,000 point mark watch here, trying to become the youngest player to ever cross that mark in program history. We'll take a break. Travis Johnston, he's the head coach. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by Coach Travis Johnston from the Grayson County boys. Coach, win against Greenwood. We didn't get a chance to talk to you on Friday. What'd you see?
Well, obviously Brody was a big help coming back. We figured out that we can't really play without him. He had 19, had 11 in the first half. Shot 11 free throws, guarded the big, did a great job on the boards, and he's just our guy that we have to have out there. So it's good to have him back, and Spencer had a good game. We just had an overall good team win. That was one of our better team wins that we've had this year. We had multiple guys step up. I don't think Landon scored, but I think he had 10 rebounds, and Hayden made 2 threes, and like I said, Jack and Spencer both scored 2. So it was just a good team win. It was nice to get one on the road whenever you think this is maybe a 50-50 game or a game that we're underdogs. It was nice to get one of those.
Your team has played better on the road all season for the most part. Your best wins at Ohio, at McLean, Paducah-Tillman, which technically was a road game as well. Why is that?
I do think that it's just I think it's the opponent. I think that the McLean County game we needed to win, and we hadn't. I don't know when the last time we beat McLean County was, and Ohio County, they were one of the better teams in the region. Tillman was supposed to be really good. Greenwood was good, and I unfortunately, of course, I know we're young. I think it was a who we're playing type deal versus to where we've had some home games where we've against teams that have had lower records and things like that. But in order for us to get really good, though, we're going to have to start playing no matter what against whoever it is.
You mentioned him, but one of the guys who's playing really well over these last couple of weeks has been Hayden. He started off, I have it here, 7.6% from 3. Since that point, 55%. What's been different?
He's let it come to him. Early in the year, and we talked to him about it, he can score, but that's what he was going in to try to do, was to be a scorer. And with all the scores that we have, he needed to go in and let the game come to him, rebound, defend, be a vocal leader because he's one of our best talkers. And then when you do that, those things will come, especially when people are keying on Jack, Spencer, Brody, Tayden. They're going to maybe help off him a little bit more, and then he's getting a feel for the game a little bit instead of coming in and trying to score right off the bat. And I really think that's the big difference, and now he's getting some confidence in him, and he's helping us a lot lately.
Last week before the big game against Edmonson County, what's the focus point until then?
Well, we said it against Greenwood. We have to play every game like it's a district game. Daviess County is one of the better, if not the best team in the region, and excuse me. And then we go to Hancock Friday, and they're maybe one of the bottom tier in the region. But we have to play every game like we're getting ready for Tuesday night against Edmonton, and we're finally getting a little healthy. We need to shore up some defensive things, but I think we're playing pretty good at the right time. But we have to go out and prove it tonight.
You mentioned Daviess County, one of the top teams in the region. The media poll came out today. They're unanimous, number 1. What makes them so good?
They shoot 53% from the field, 41% from the three and 78 from the free throw line as a team.
Is that good?
I mean, that's you think of a lot of guys like in the NBA, they call 50, 40, 90 club, things like that, and that's as a team. So they got a good big with size.
Who can shoot.
Maybe their highest percentage three-point shooter with
51%
more takes. They have a great point guard, both sophomores. And then they have a really good wing with Phelps, and that's their three scorers. And then they just complement them so well around. And they're well coached. They're fundamentally sound, and they're playing really good basketball. And they're just a good basketball team.
How do you pull off the big upset?
We have to keep them out of the lane. They get in the lane pretty easily, and then that's when they were able to get their kick out threes and stuff. And so we got to keep them out of the lane, keep them in front. Hope they don't make 15 threes like they did against Logan County, and then we got to keep the big boy off the glass.
Good luck. More comes up in the locker room show after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Daviess County High School. Grayson County and Daviess County about ready to roll. It's time to meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First, for the Panthers of Daviess County, Jackson Brown, the junior guard, 9.4 points per game. Senior Gage Phelps averages just shy of 16. Jonathan Moss, the sophomore, 16.4 points a game. Aiden Ayer, the junior, 7.8 points. And De'Aaron Watkins, the sophomore, 12.9 points. Once more that lineup: Brown, Phelps, Moss, Ayer, Watkins, head coach Neil Hayden. Now on the lap for the Grayson County Cougars. Freshman guard number 2, Spencer Langdon, averages 16.5 points a game. Landon Haycraft joins him with 3 points per game. Kobe Martin at 4.4. Brody Armstrong at 12.1. And Jack Logston at 19.3. Travis Johnston, the head coach of the Cougars. The play-by-play of Grayson and Daviess is next on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Daviess County about ready to roll here today in beautiful Owensboro, Kentucky. Both teams in 2 weeks are hoping to be just up the road at the world famous, everybody's favorite. I mean, who doesn't want to play at the Owensboro Sports Center? I hope you can sense the sarcasm seeping through my mouth there. We're not going to get into the argument there. Lineups once more for Daviess County. It's Brown, Phelps, Moss, Air, Watkins. And for Grayson, Langdon, Haycraft, Martin, Armstrong, and Logston. The play-by-play of Grayson. And Daviess is next on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Grayson County and Daviess County about ready to get underway here. They're just announcing the final lineups. Daviess County number 1 in the third region media poll released earlier today. Grayson County was 6th. They moved up 1 spot from last week, moving from 7th to 6th. Daviess County's been number 1 for multiple weeks in a row. Today, though, they were unanimous. Nobody else voted for any other team in first, as Butler County has received some first place votes over these past couple of weeks. But this week, all of the first place votes went to all of those first place votes went to this Daviess County team. Sorry, I was listening to the PA announcer. He was giving some extra information that I wasn't necessarily used to. So it's about time to go here. It's time for basketball in Owensboro. Jack Logston against De'Aaron Watkins in the opening tip is controlled by the Daviess County Panthers, who will be working from right to left on your radio dial. An immediate turnover. They throw it away, trying to fend it off on the inside to Watkins. He couldn't corral the pass, and 7 seconds into the game, Grayson County's going to get the ball back because of an unforced turnover by Daviess County. Cougars from left to right in the orange jerseys with the navy blue numerals and the navy blue stripe up each side. Injury report to bring you. Grayson County going to be without Taden Logston today. Still dealing with a nagging wrist injury, and it sounds like it is more of a precaution. Down the left side goes Spencer Langdon. Layup good off that left side. Grayson County strikes first. They lead 2-0 here from Daviess County High School. But I believe that Taden is expected to be back at least by the district tournament, is the hope for head coach Travis Johnston. Moss on the right side. Gives it off into the far corner. That one is air with it. This Daviess County team number 1 in the region as a baseline jumper, or a free throw line jumper is good by Jackson Brown. Daviess County knots us up here 2-2. Armstrong down the left side in on Watkins. He stops the left block, keeps the pivot foot going, looking to find help and finds it with Martin up top. Martin off to Jack Logston at the top of the key. Cougars and Panthers tied at 2 here, just about a minute 10 into the first quarter of play. Armstrong keeps the dribble going as he hits the deck, looking for help and finds it on the right side to Logston. Logston, top side, gives it to Martin. Left wing Armstrong. Back up top to Langdon. Not a lot of offense here moving early for Grayson. Good defense by Daviess County, who's the 17th best defensive team by points per game in the state entering today's game. Jack Logston, floater inside the free throw line, is missed. Rebounded by Jonathan Moss for Daviess County. An outlet pass to Ayer down the right side. Layup good in transition. Aiden Ayer lays it in, and it is 4-2. Daviess County leads. 6:13 left here in this first quarter of play. Kobe Martin on the left wing. Gives it off now to Haycraft in the far corner. Haycraft curls around. Up top to Armstrong, guarded by Watkins. 4-2, Daviess on top. 2 minutes into the game here between two of the top teams in the third region. On the left block, Langdon, shot's good. He elevates and extends to go over top to knot us up again here at 4. Jonathan Moss, the sophomore point guard for Daviess County. He was a Daviess County point guard as an 8th grader, transferred to Owensboro last year, and he's now back at Daviess County this year. Floater in the lane is missed by Phelps. Rebounded by Grayson County's. It's Brody Armstrong right up the middle. Off the left wing to Jack Logston. Ball fake. Now we'll take it off to the right side. Spin move in the lane. Shot off the left side. Good for Jack Logston. Cougs retake the lead, 6-4. 5:20 left in the first quarter. Right side. Now pass into Phelps, guarded by Haycraft. Up top to Brown. Brown on the drive. Jump pass to Watkins. Near side 3 is off the front of the iron. Long rebound chased down, though, by Daviess County. Up to Moss. A deep 3 from the volleyball line. The bank is not open. Watkins rebound. Put back good on the inside. De'Aaron Watkins gets his first points of the game. We're tied up here at 6. Grayson County into the middle. Wide open. Brody Armstrong down the left side. Blocked on the inside by Brown, though. Nice recovery. Armstrong probably should have hit the hole a little bit quicker. Deep 3 right side by Jack Logston. That's good on the right wing. Jack's got 5 early points. We begin the countdown to 1,000. 14 away for Jack Logston. More importantly, though, Grayson County on top 9-6, 4.5 left here in the first quarter of play. Far side Watkins, guarded by Armstrong. Up top Ayer, ball fake on the drive, dishes off to Phelps, who lays it in on the left side. A lot of points early. Phelps gets his first points. Jack Logston in the lane, fires a pass down to Haycraft, who gives it outside to Martin. 3 far side, 2 strong. Armstrong with the rebound. Armstrong, 1 dribble, kicks it up top. Langdon, 3, top side, got it. Spencer Langdon, 7 early points. Grayson County leads Daviess 12-8. Under 4 left here in this first quarter of play. Cougars in a man-to-man defense here. Martin guarding Moss. Moss on the right wing. He throws, and it's deflected and taken away. Langdon comes down with it. Cougars have numbers. Dishes to Martin. Off to Armstrong. Cuts down the lane. Flip shot good. Timeout, Daviess County. Grayson County leads 14-8. 3:37 left in the first quarter of play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give. Good start for the orange and blue. They lead Daviess 14-8.
With 3 minutes and 37 seconds left here in this first quarter of play. Right side Watkins, into the corner to Brown. Brown on the drive, layup good. He just blew right by Spencer Langdon. And Jackson Brown gets his fourth points of the game. It's 14-10, Grayson County on top. Here against Daviess County, 3:15 left in the first quarter of play. Driving down on the right block is Armstrong, up top to Langdon. Langdon, flip shot, right side, rolls in, and he'll go to the line. Jonathan Moss is going to pick up the foul. His first, team's first. And Spencer Langdon will go to the line to try and convert on an and one. That would put him into double figures, and he does not. It pops in and out. Rebounded by Ayer for Daviess County. Up the far side, losing it, and taken away by Grayson County as Brown just lost it, and an outlet pass off to Haycraft. Right wing deep three by Langdon is put in for Grayson County. The Cougs are feeling it early. They lead 19-10, 2:50 left in the first quarter of play. Driving in is Moss. Flip shot right side, no good. Rebounded by Jack Logston. Outlet pass to Martin. Martin dishes off to Langdon. Down the right side. It's blocked on the inside by Brown, but Brown stepped out of bounds on the baseline. What a start for Grayson County. They lead 19-10. 2:39 left in the first quarter. Gage Napier going to come off the bench. Landon Haycraft will come out. Good defense by Grayson, and that's the thing. Defense leads to offense. Martin to trigger. Into Langdon, deep right side three, short. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Watkins for the Panthers. Up the far side of the floor goes Phelps. Phelps lowers the shoulder, gets the hole off the left side. Shots missed. Langdon with the rebound as Phelps hits the deck. Langdon has to keep the dribble going and flips it off to Logston rather, for Grayson. Logston down the right side, spin move, gets to the hole off the right side. Shots missed. Rebound put back good on the inside by Brody Armstrong. Armstrong's got 4. Grayson County on top, 21-10, a 7-0 run here for Grayson. Had an 8-0 run and a 7-0 run. The Cougar faithful coming to life here on the road at Daviess County High School. Ayer in the corner, up top to Moss, guarded by Martin. Grayson sticking with the man-to-man defense. Brown at the free throw line. Kicks it off far corner. Phelps, 3. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Spencer Langdon for Grayson. Langdon up the far side of the floor. Weaving through. Dishes off to the far corner. Napier, 3. No good. Off the backside. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Napier. From 18 on the left side, it's too short. Rebound picked up by Moss for Daviess County. Moss off and running. Behind the back dribble at the top of the key. Loses it. Gives it off into the corner to Ayer. 3. Near side. Short. Rebounded by Martin for Grayson County. An outlet pass off to Napier. Napier angles back towards the middle and gives it off to Kobe Martin. In between the circles, Martin's got it. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Grayson County on top, 21-10. Far side Napier. Bounce pass to Armstrong. Down the left side, blocked from behind though by Watkins. An outlet pass to the far side of the floor to Moss, who's out and running. Moss in transition. Flip shot good, and he's fouled by Grayson County. Foul's called on Kobe Martin. His first, team's first. Moss to the line to convert on the and one. Moss, 84% from the line, 20th in the state and 3rd in the region. And he makes the first. 21-12, 21-13 rather, 107 left in the first quarter of play. Brody Armstrong going to come out. Landon Haycraft will come in for him. You've got Langdon, Haycraft, Napier, Robinson, and Logston on the floor for Grayson County. They lead Daviess 21-13, 1 minute left in the first quarter. Langdon, downhill drive on the right side, loses the dribble on the right block. Up top to Robinson, swings it off left side, Haycraft. Haycraft on the drive, out to the far corner now to Napier. Napier back up top to Jack Logston. Pass was deflected. Logston pulls up from the right elbow. It rolls in. He gets the shooter's touch. Jack Logston's got 7 early points. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Grayson County leads Daviess 23-13. Moss deep in this right side of the floor. He looks back at Neil Hayden. Hayden in his 9th season, 132 and 118 at Daviess County. They're going to hold for the final shot, it appears. Panthers 22-5, most wins in a season right now since winning 26 in 2011 under Caleb Smith. who later went on to become the head coach at Grayson County. Right side Moss with 6 seconds. Pulls up from 18 on the far side. Basket good with 3 seconds. Grayson County might have a shot. They give it to Langdon. Langdon throws it up from 3/4 at the buzzer. It almost goes in. The bank was not friendly. But Grayson County leads Daviess at the end of the first quarter of play, 23-15. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Grayson County leads 23-15 as we start the second quarter of play. What a start for the orange and blue. Spencer Langdon, 12 points. Jack Logston, 7. Brody Armstrong, 4. To pace the Cougars in scoring, Jonathan Moss has 5 early points to lead for Daviess County. Cougars going to start this second quarter with the ball as well. Jack Logston on the left side. He's 12 points away from 1,000 for his career right now. He would become the youngest player in Cougar basketball history to cross that mark. He misses a 3 off the right side, and it's out of bounds off of Daviess County, as Houston Oberst, it hit off of his hip as it rolled out of bounds. Oberst is into the game for Daviess County, as is Luke Floyd. And those are the 2 new substitutions for Grayson County. It's the same lineup that was on the floor at the end of the quarter. Your officials for today's game, Lauren Frazier, Mark Gentry, and Brad Houghton. Langdon gets a screen from Logston. Langdon 12 early points, including a pair of threes. Napier in between the circles. Left side Robinson lets the defender go by and walks with it. Robinson's been playing his best basketball over these last couple of weeks. He started off the season 1 of 13 from three-point range. That's 7.6%. Since that point, 55.5% for the junior. Deep on the right side goes Phelps. Crosses it to Moss. Moss, floater inside the free throw line is good for Jonathan Moss. He's got 7 early points. Moss, one of the top young players here in this third region. You got a lot of young talent in this game. Logston in the corner, spin move, out front to Robinson. 3, top side, in and out it pops. Rebounded by Oberst for Daviess County. They give it off to Moss. Moss guarded by Napier. Gets around Napier. Flip shot left side. No good. Rebounded by Napier for Grayson County. Napier right up the middle of the ball. Bounce pass to Haycraft in the near corner. Haycraft might have gotten away with a walk. Jack Logston lets the defender go by. Floater in the lane. Good for Jack Logston. He's got 9 points. Grayson County leads 25-17. 6.5 left here in this first half of play. What a start here for Grayson. Got to find a way to slow down Jonathan Moss. Floyd down to Watkins, wide open, spin move, left side, basket, good. You don't want to leave De'Aaron Watkins wide open, 6'7". He's a really talented young player. Spencer Langdon at the left block goes right over top of Watkins, can't get the shot to fall, gets his own miss, puts it back up, and shot's good on the inside. 14 for Spencer Langdon. The Panthers have no answer for the freshman. Crossing into the corner. Phelps lets the defender go by, pulls up from 18 on the near baseline. Shots missed. Spencer Langdon with a rebound. An outlet off to Jack Logston, who is then fouled by Daviess County. Will be called on Gage Phelps. That's going to be his first, team's first here of this second quarter of play. Brody Armstrong and Kobe Martin re-enter for Grayson County. Haycraft, or rather, it's Napier and Robinson that'll come out. 5:49 left in the first half. It's 27-19. Grayson has the lead against the region's top-ranked team. Langdon in between the circles for Grayson County. Bounce pass up top to Martin. Martin on the drive, guarded by Obers. Step back into the corner. Gives it to Logston on the right elbow. Logston with the right hand. Spins towards the left side. Basket good for Jack Logston. He's got 11 points. 8 away now for 1,000, and the Grayson County lead is 10 with 5:15 left in the first half, 29-19. Into Watkins in the far corner. Interior pass. Shots no good by Floyd on the right block, but he's fouled from behind by Grayson County. Pass somehow found him. I think they give this foul to Jack Logston, his first, team's first. It's only the fourth total foul we've had called in this game. Luke Floyd can't get the first free throw to go. Floyd now 5 of 9 from the free throw line this season. He is a really talented football player. Appeared as a quarterback, passed for 549 yards, 5 touchdowns, rushed for 380, and also caught 15 passes and 4 touchdowns. Also, as he misses both free throws, and it's going to be a jump ball, the arrow will stay here. Also led the team with 4 interceptions, and he was second in tackles. He's a ball player. Misses both free throws. The arrow, though, on the jump ball is going to stay here. Be Moss to trigger. Gets it up top to Floyd. Floyd inside on the backdoor cut to Ayer, who lays it in. Ayer's got 4 early points. It's 29-21. 4:50 left here in this first half. Langdon on the right side. Guarded by Moss. Left wing, Logston, deep left side 3. Good for Jack Logston. What a start for the Cougars. 32-21, their largest lead of the game with 4:35 left in the first half. That's 14 now for Jack Logston. Ayer gives it back now to Moss. Moss in the near corner, step back, near side 3, good for Jonathan Moss. Both of these teams letting it fly early, making the offense very entertaining to watch. Logston between the circles. He'll try heat check top side. It's off to the right, and it's an air ball. It's hard to necessarily be too mad. That was definitely a heat check for the Grayson County freshman, who's got 14 points, if I can count correctly. (32-24), Grayson County has the lead under 4 left here in this first half of play. Moss in the corner, up top to Phelps. Phelps ball fake, drives down the left side, blocked by Logston on the inside, but there's a foul going to be called. That's on Jack, that'll be his second. It's on Langdon, his first. Team second. It's going to send Gage Phelps to the free throw line. He's 41st in the state in free throw percentage, 81.3%. This Daviess County team, really good at shooting the free throw. Along with most of the offensive categories, as the first one's good. I mean, you look at it this way, offensive dominance for Davis, 4th in the state in field goal percentage, 6th in three-point percentage, 4th in free throw percentage. They lead the region in all 3 of those categories. And you wonder why they're the number 1 team in the region. The math just checks out. Grayson County's got a 6-point advantage against them right now with 3:45 left in the first half. They lead 32-26. Martin in between the circles. Bounce pass to Armstrong on the right side, guarded by Phelps. Armstrong lowers the shoulder, loses it, gains it back, goes up over top of the defender, misses the shot. It's rebounded on the floor by Jackson Lee, who's in for Daviess County. Up to the far side, Moss crosses it to Phelps. Ball fake, Phelps in the drive, flip shot right side, too strong. Rebound and a foul's going to be called from behind. Aiden Ayer came in. He was shot out of a cannon and smacked Jack Logston in the back of the head. 3:22 left in the first half. It's 32-26. And we're going to have an extended man-to-man defense here for Daviess County. Martin up top, bounce pass to the right elbow to Armstrong. Armstrong does a pure spin, and now just backs it off using that dribble to get it on the right side. Martin deep on the right wing. Martin driving, pulls up inside the free throw line. It's off to the right. Phelps gets it for Daviess County. An outlet pass off to the near side. Armstrong got his hand in on it, recovered by Ayer, and then blocked by Logston. And it's going to head the other way. Grayson County ball. What a play made there by Jack Logston and also Brody Armstrong. 32-26, 2:49 left in the first half. It'll be Jack Logston to take it right up the middle. Logston's got 14 points. He's 5 away for 1,000 for his career. Into the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong with the left hand. Picks up his dribble in the lane. Up top to Haycraft, the left elbow. Gives it back to Langdon. Feeds it off into the corner to Armstrong. Driving in on Watkins. Armstrong can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Watkins. And Air has it at the half-court line. Off to Moss. Thought about the three. Now drives, and he's fouled from behind by Martin. That'll be Kobe's second, team's third. Zach Bratcher and Gage Napier will come in for Grayson County. Martin and Haycraft will come out. Bratcher, a good three-point shooter. Percentage continues to rise, about 32.5%. Moss up top to Air. Air now will drive down the right side into the far corner. Pulling up in the lane on the right side. Missed by Phelps. Jack Logston gets the rebound for Grayson County with about 2 minutes left in the first half. Grayson County leads by 6. Napier then loses the pass on the other end. And it's Phelps that has it for Davis. Off and running go the Panthers. Flipping it back to Moss. Deep right side three is short. Rebounded on the inside by Daviess County. Up top, ball fake. On the drive goes Phelps. Gets around Napier. Tries to. Now spins towards the near side over top of Napier. Can't get the shot to fall. Napier gets the rebound and flips it off here to Langdon on the near side. Travis Johnston calling for his team to slow down. Langdon pulls up a right side three. He says, why should I slow down when I can knock it in from deep on the right side? 35-26, Spencer Langdon with a three. He's got 17 in the first half of play, and it's 35-26 Cougs with 90 seconds left in the first half of play. Into the corner goes Moss. Guarded by Bratcher. Bratcher's been a good defender at times this season. If anything, he's almost too good to the point where he gets called for fouls a lot. He's aggressive at times. And as a young player, it's finding the push and the pull. On the inside, Bratcher immediately takes it away from Watkins, right on cue. Taken away by Armstrong, who ends up getting it. We're going to have a 5-out look for the orange and blue. They lead by 9, 55 seconds and counting left in the first half of play. Langdon back now to Armstrong, guarded by Watkins. Armstrong in between the circles. Armstrong guarded by Watkins. Watkins, heavy pressure. Armstrong drives in, tries to feed it in the corner to Bratcher. Bratcher bounce pass to Langdon. Langdon on the drive, kicks it far side Napier. Three is up, three is good for Gage Napier in the far corner. Grayson County leads 38-26. 25 seconds left in the first half. The defense chance come from the Grayson County bench. Far side Moss, thought about the three, drives, pulls up from 18, good for Jonathan Moss on the far side of the floor. Grayson County's got it with 10 seconds left here in this first half of play. Jack Logston at the logo with 5 seconds. Logston behind the back dribble, pull back from top of the key at the buzzer, shot is missed, and that is the end of the first half of play. Grayson County leads Daviess County 38-28 at the half. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County leads Daviess County 38-28 here at the half. As it is a 38-28 game here. So I turned down the wrong knob about that. I was wondering what happened in my ears, but what happened is what I hear in my ears was then in your ears. I turned down the wrong knob, and I was wondering what was happening. Okay, we're good here. Grayson County, it's even better that they're up 38-28 at the half. I mean, if you're Travis Johnston, you've got to be thrilled right now. I mean, your two guys, your two dudes, Spencer Langdon and Jack Logsdon, have combined for 31 points of your 38. You got to make some adjustments, maybe to slow down Jonathan Moss, but you're up 10 points on the road against the region's #1 ranked team. You've got to be feeling pretty good, and I'm very interested to see what that halftime conversation is going to be like. Speaking of our halftime conversation, coming up on it, run down some scores from around the region and the scoring from this game. Again, at your half, Grayson County has a 38-28 lead. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Daviess County High School. Grayson County leads the Panthers 38-28 at the half. Let's run out a score two from around the region here as Grayson has that 10-point advantage. One thing I do want to mention, should have mentioned this earlier, but tomorrow the Lady Cougars were supposed to play Washington County at 5 p.m. Central. That game has been canceled by Washington County. I know that the Lady Cougars were in the search of trying to find a makeup game, but as of this second, if they've picked one up, I've not been made aware of it yet. So I would imagine that there will not be a game for the Lady Cougars tomorrow, so then they will be back in action on Friday. I don't know that they would want to do one on Thursday, but I don't know. But again, wanted to mention that. No game tomorrow, so our next scheduled broadcast out of right now will be on Friday for senior night against Hancock County. Some score updates to bring you. At the half, Daviess County leads Butler in girls basketball 37-14. As Hancock County in girls defeats Ohio County 57-35. LaRue County in boys defeats Iroquois 76-37. And that appears to be most of the scores from around the region here today as I do the good old scroll through. Grayson County leads Davis by 10 at the half. Come back, run down the scoring for the first half of play. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Daviess County High School, where Grayson leads the Panthers at the half 38-28. Running on the scoring for the first half of play for Daviess County: 12 for Jonathan Moss, 4 each for Jackson Brown, Aiden Ayer, De'Aaron Watkins, and 2. Or correction, that's 4 as well for Gage Phelps. I can't count. 2 plus 2 equals 4 on most days. And for Grayson County, 17 for Spencer Langdon, 14 for Jack Logston, 4 for Brody Armstrong, and 3 for Gage Napier. They're playing shipping up to Boston right now. And the Cougars, I was trying to see if I could be clever there, but I can't, so I'm just going to send it to break. It's 38-28, Cougs up by 10. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Cougs on top, 38-28 as we start the second half of play. It will be Grayson County ball. Langdon 17, Logston 14 to pace. The orange and blue trying to pull off an upset of the number 1 team in the 3rd region today. Grayson County currently ranked 6th. Jack Logston with it on the left side. Handoff pass to Langdon. Thought about the 3 in the near side. The double team came. Instead gives it off to Jack Logston. Logston on the drive. Floater from 7 in the lane. Shots missed. Martin taps the rebound off into the hands of Logston. Logston outside to Armstrong. Armstrong drives and kicks. Swings it off into the corner now to Logston. 30 seconds into the second half of play. It's 38-28. Grayson County leads Daviess County. Langdon in the lane, shot off the left side, in and out, it pops. Rebound ripped away by Armstrong. Armstrong goes up and he's stripped on the way up. Foul called on Daviess County. They'll give this to Jackson Brown, his first, team's first, the second half. And Armstrong will go to the charity stripe where he shoots about 73%. Brody missed 5 games this season after breaking his nose and dealing with a concussion. It was Cougar on Cougar crime as well. His teammate, Kobe Martin, from what I understand, I think it was a shoulder during the game against McLean County, and he broke Brody's nose. Not sure if those two aren't going to exchange Christmas cards this year. Armstrong makes the first, misses the second. Grayson County leads by 11. They've had this lead a couple of times, haven't been able to expand upon it. Let's see how Daviess County answers on their first offensive possession of this second half of play. Air to the right side to Moss, into the corner to Air, guarded by Logston. Free throw line, spin move off the left side. Phelps can't get it to roll in. Rebound popped out of bounds off the hands of Air. It's going to head this way, heading towards Grayson County. 1:03 into the third quarter. It's 39-28. Grayson County on top of Daviess County. Cougars have controlled this series as of late. They lead 24-20 overall. They've won 5 of the last 6, with that one loss coming last season in overtime at the Cougar Den. Far side, Langdon on the drive. Good defense on the inside. Gives it off to Logston, pulls up from the right elbow and puts it in for Jack Logston. He's got 16 points, 3 points away from 1,000 for his career for the freshman. Far side, Watkins, guarded by Armstrong. Flips it off in the corner to Brown. Brown blows around Langdon, tries to cross it. He is successful in doing so. Haycraft got a hand on it, though, to slow the pass down. Daviess County, though, still controls it. Moss being chased backwards as the double team came. Driving in, flips it up to Watkins on the right block, and then Watkins loses it out of bounds off the hand of Armstrong. 6:05 left in the third quarter. Grayson says their largest lead of the game at 41-28. Moss underneath of his own basket. Gives it in the far corner. Driving in is Brown. He stops the lane, fades it in. Shot's no good. Rebound Haycraft, and he's stripped. Basket good by Phelps, and then Haycraft fouls him on the way up. That is a bad sequence there for Grayson after they had a defensive rebound. And you're fouling one of the state's top free throw shooters as well. For Haycraft, that's just his first, team's first. Phelps 2 of 2 from the line today. He's now up to 6 points, looking to make it 7, and he does. Timeout taken by Daviess County. It's 41-31. Grayson County leads, 6 minutes left here in this third quarter of play. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Grayson County has the lead against Daviess County, 41-31. 5:59 left here in this third quarter of play. From Owensboro, Kentucky, Grayson County trying to get back here in 2 weeks for the third region tournament that will be held just down the road in everyone's favorite location, the Owensboro Sports Center. Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County ball. Be Jack Logston in the backcourt. Outlet to Haycraft as Daviess County comes with zone, and it's Jonathan Moss that comes away with a takeaway on a pass. Moss weaving through down the left side, in on Logston. Basket good off the left side. Jonathan Moss has 14 points. Lightning quick. And goes coast to coast to lay that basket in. Brings it to within 8, 41-33, 5.5 left in the third quarter. At the logo goes Brody Armstrong, 5-out look for Grayson. Really trying to spread out this Daviess County defense. Armstrong almost lost his dribble up top. Major size difference there by Watkins. Giving it off into the corner to Haycraft. Haycraft at the free throw line, picks up his dribble and throws it away. He was looking for Logston to keep crossing, but it goes all the way through and out of bounds, and now Davis is going to get it underneath of his own basket. And Gage Napier is going to come in place of Landon Haycraft. Just a miscommunication there for Landon and Jack. Moss to trigger from underneath of his own basket now. Into Watkins in the corner. Watkins, the transfer from Madisonville North Hopkins. Couple of transfers on this Daviess County team. Phelps drives the baseline, gives it to Watkins on the right side, goes up over top of Logston and puts it in. Aaron Watkins has 6 points, and Travis Johnston wants a timeout. It'll just be a 30-second timeout after a 6-0 run by Daviess County brings it to within 6 at 41-35. As a reminder, tomorrow's Lady Cougar game has been canceled. They were supposed to travel to Washington County. That was going to be a 5 o'clock Central Time start. That is no more, though. So the next game we have scheduled is going to be on Friday. It'll be senior night, 6 and 7:30 for the Lady Cougars and Cougar boys at home against Hancock County. And I know I can speak for a lot at Grayson County High School. Get there early. Support the Lady Cougars. I mean, they've won 14 straight. What more can they do to earn your support? So get there early, make them have a nice atmosphere before the district tournament happens next week. Lady Cougars will play at 6 o'clock on Monday at home against Whitesville Trinity, and the Cougar boys will host Edmondson 1 week from today at about 7:30. 6-point game now out of the timeout. 4:51 left here in this third quarter of play. Be Langdon up the far side. We got almost a 2-1-2 zone, I believe this is, for Daviess County. Inside to Armstrong. Armstrong takes one dribble, gives it back out to Langdon, who thought about pulling up from the volleyball line. Bounce pass to Martin, back to Langdon. Langdon splits the defenders, feeds it in the corner to Napier. 3 near side. Good for Gage Napier. Knocks in his second tray of the game. That puts Grayson County back in more control. They lead by 9. 4:15 left in the third quarter. Up top, Moss's pass is deflected. He's able to run it back down in the far corner. Off the right side to Phelps. Into the corner. Left wing, Air. Air drives, spins over top of Logston, shot short. Rebounded by Logston for Grayson County. Logston, an outlet to Armstrong, poked away and taken away. Here comes Jackson Brown down the right side, flip shot, good. Brown's got 6. 7-point Grayson County lead, 44-37. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Langdon into the corner. Napier, another 3, let it fly. It's no good. Rebounded by Daviess County. They're off and running. 2-on-2 go the Panthers. Up to Watkins. Catch and shoot off the right side. Basket's good for De'Aaron Watkins. He's got 8 points. And it's now down to 5 now, 44-39. The zone causing a little bit of fits here for Grayson. Napier guarded by Watkins. Up top to Logston. Logston into the corner. Martin, he'll let the 3 fly. Got it! Kobe Martin, who's rising as one of the top 3-point shooters on the team. 39% puts in that open 3 to put the Cougs back up 8 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Brown in between the circles, hand off to Moss. Moss curls around the near side, and a little touch foul is going to be called on Brody Armstrong. His first, team second. These officials really let these guys play today, and I like it. It's a lot of fun when it's not blowing whistles every second. And sometimes the games need that. You think back to that John Harden game last week. You need that sometimes. Langdon almost steals the inbound pass. And now it's going to back it off into the defense. But sometimes it's good just to let two teams play. And that's what they've done today. Right side, Brown. Off to Phelps in the left wing. And now a touch foul is going to be called on Napier. Couldn't quite get his hands out in time. It's just his first, team's third, though, of this third quarter of play. Now it'll be passed in for the far side. Brody Armstrong going to come out. Hayden Robinson will come into the game for the orange and blue. Up top to Moss. Moss in the left wing. Bounce pass to Watkins. Guarded by Logston. A walk. It's going to be called. Good job by Jack Logston staying on that hip. Didn't allow the time to go by as we got 2.5 left here in the third quarter. Cougs up by 8. Jack Logston 3 points away from 1,000 for his career. And Grayson County breaks the timeline and losing. Robinson's got it into the corner to Martin. 3 short. Rebounded by Floyd for Daviess County. An outlet pass to Brown. Down the right side. Shot short. Blocked by the rim. Rebounded by Langdon. Here come the Cougs off and running. Outlet pass to Robinson. Robinson 3. Near side in transition. Got it! Hayden Robinson puts in the 3. Shooting 55% over the past couple of weeks from deep. Puts that in to put Grayson County back up by 11. 50-39. 150 left here in the third quarter. Downhill drive, Phelps, shot at the rim, left short, rebounded by Jack Logston for Grayson County. Logston up top, might have been fouled, no whistle. Over to the right wing to Langdon. 90 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. Travis Johnston delivers the play call. Into the far corner to Langdon. Langdon on the drive, there comes the foul. Floyd will be whistled for that. That'll be his first, team second. It's going to stay on the floor. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Grayson County leads Davis 50-39. Daviess County ranked number 1 in this week's third region media poll that was released earlier this afternoon. Butler County was number 2. Logston curls around, goes up at the rim. Basket's no good, but it'll go to the line after being fouled. Gage Phelps tried to take the charge, and I think I was going to say the foul came before. It's called on Jackson Brown, his second, team's third. Jack Logston to the free throw line. 86.4%. That's best for 6th in the state and 1st in the region, and he makes the first. Jack Logston is now 2 points away for 1,000 for his career. 998. You can make that 999 as he makes that. 52-39, 1:10 left in the third quarter. Grayson County has a 13-point advantage. Into the corner to Floyd. Up top to Brown, guarded by Langdon. Brown, step back 3, top side, in and out it pops. Rebound by Martin for Grayson County. Outlet pass to Langdon. Langdon pulls up, transition 3, got it! 20 for Langdon. Cougs up 16, 55-39. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. He said, I'll pull up a heat check and drain it. Moss driving in to answer. Blocked by Logston on the inside. Rebound out of bounds off of Logston. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Grayson County leads the number 1 team in the region, 55-39. Off to the right side goes Brown. Guarded by Langdon. 30 seconds and counting. Neil Hayden, all he can do is cross his arms on the sideline and watch. Cougars been playing really good defense to make things difficult for one of the region's top teams. Moss, guarded by Martin. 14 seconds and counting. Now Davis going to back off, and they're going to hold for the final shot. Moss actually is going to drive, pulls up from the right elbow, doesn't get the roll, rebounded by Jack Logston, and he'll throw it up. He doesn't realize how much time's on the clock with 3 seconds left. And he's laughing on the baseline. He said, I didn't know, and it's going to hurt his three-point percentage. He had plenty of time. The crazy thing is it almost went in. That would have been a way to get 1,000. Here comes Air. He'll pull up from the volleyball line. It's no good. The end of the third quarter of play. Grayson leads Davis 55-39. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Grayson County leads 55-39 here against Daviess County at the start of the fourth quarter of play. This is also without Taden Longston. Yeah, this Grayson County team, and we've seen this at times this year. You know, you think of the game against Ohio County, McLean County, Paducah-Tillman, Greenwood on Friday. They play this way. Let's be real, they could win the region. I mean, this is the best team in the region on their home floor. You play this way, you can beat anybody. But we've also seen the other end of the spectrum where you're on your heels against teams that have 1 and 2 wins. Consistency, and that's just a young team. But hopefully this can show you can compete with anybody. Daviess County's got the ball to start the fourth quarter of play. Grayson County leads 55-39 against the region's number 1 ranked team. Into the corner, Phelps' pass off to Moss on the right side. Swings it off left wing. Behind the back dribble for Phelps. He drives in on Robinson. Nice defense by Hayden Robinson. Better offense by Gage Phelps, who makes the shot over top. Grayson County leads by 14 here, 55-41. And this is where Grayson, I don't think you go into like stall ball here. Keep playing offense the way you have been. It's been working. Langdon, 3, right side. Got it! 23 for Spencer Langdon. Grayson County up 17. 7 minutes left here in this game. Driving in is Phelps, gets around, flip shot left side, good. Gage Phelps trying to keep the Panthers in it, but the issue is they're trading twos for threes right now. 15-point game. Travis Johnson wants to spread out the Panthers again. Bounce pass to Robinson, hand off to Longston. He kicks it off into the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong out to Langdon. Langdon on the drive. Driving in off the right side. Spencer Langdon lays it in. 25 for the freshman. 60-43. The Cougs are rolling against Daviess. Moss drives in, gets around the defender and lays it in off the right side. Timeout on the floor taken by Daviess County. Grayson County leads 60-45, 6:19 left. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Grayson County leads 60-45, 6:19 left in the fourth quarter of play. Neil Hayden takes the full timeout. I mean, I said it, you know, this team plays this way, they can theoretically win the region. We've also seen this Grayson County team play ways that wouldn't get out of the 12th district. But right now they're feeling really good about themselves, as they should. Here's the thing, this Daviess County team, last time out, they set a school record with 15 threes in a 91-49 win against Logan County. They can catch fire in a hurry. Grayson County does not need that to happen here. Out of the timeout, Grayson County has it up 15. Langdon weaving through, dumps it to Haycraft, back up top to Armstrong. 6:08 and counting left to play in the game. Armstrong falls down with it, able to keep the dribble going, and a timeout is going to be taken by Travis Johnston. I assume this will just be a, nope, I thought it was going to be a 30. It'll be a full instead. We're going to keep it here, though, with 6:04 left in this fourth quarter of play. I'm going to take a risk and hope that we have a full timeout a little bit later on in the game. We appreciate everyone for tuning in to today's coverage, though. Make sure if you're watching on the K105 YouTube channel that you hit that red subscribe button. That's really good because what happens is you get notified when we're about to go live and you won't miss any of the games. We're getting into postseason tournament time, and we've got some news to bring in that realm. So we'll make sure to make sure you subscribe to that K105 YouTube channel. It's the best way to watch I know that, I'm sure that, Stephen Smith, who's usually with me today, I know I was talking to his son last night, Eli, who's on our crew. He said, I bet you my dad's sitting there on the couch watching on the flat screen TV, and that's the pro to YouTube. You could just go on there if you got a smart TV and watch it right on there like you're watching a game on ESPN. So I'm sure Stephen and Eli are sitting there on the couch tonight watching and cheering on the Cougs. And they'll both be back on Friday working on our crew. Out of the timeout, Grayson County has it. 60-45 with 6:04 left. They'll give it into the backcourt to Kobe Martin. The double team comes. Martin is trapped. Gives it to Langdon. Langdon curls with an outlet pass to Haycraft. Haycraft hand off to Armstrong down the lane. Basket good by Brody Armstrong. He's got 7. Grayson leads by 17. 62-45. Far side Moss. Guarded by Martin. Mars on the drive, kicks to the near corner, 3, no good, missed, rebound, saved in by Moss, off the hand of a defender, loose ball picked up by Brown. Brown on the drive, kicks it off to the far corner, 3 is up, 3 is in and out by Phelps. Rebound is going to be a foul called on Daviess County. Jackson Brown picks up his 3rd. It's just the team's first here of this 4th quarter of play. Daviess trying to extend this defense. They only allow 52.2 points per game. Grayson County's gone 10 more than that. Down to Armstrong, wide open, cuts down the lane. Basket good by Brody Armstrong on the inside. Grayson's found a way to break this press. It was giving them some fits early, but they've been able to fight through and break it. Reverse layup on the inside, missed by Moss. Rebounded by Martin. Bounce pass off to Jack Logston. Logston loses the dribble, and then it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Jack, and it's going to stay with Daviess. Jonathan Moss pleading his case to the official, Lauren Frazier, that he got fouled on that last drive. Right side Phelps driving in. Off the left side, splits defenders, goes up, shots missed, but he's going to be fouled by Landon Haycraft. His 2nd. Team's 1st. Gage Phelps to the line, 3 of 3 today. Phelps last month scored his 1,000th career point in a game against Ohio County. Makes his first free throw here. Can hear a pin drop for the 2nd free throw. And he gets it to drop in. Grayson County leads 64-47 against number 1 Daviess County. Martin up the near side, bounce pass to Langdon. Feeds it off to Armstrong across the left block, and they're going to call an offensive foul, and I'll be honest, that's an awful call. That's one of those where the official probably anticipated. I had as good of an angle at anybody, and from my vantage point, that's one of those that I would have just made a no call. I don't think either player deserved to have a foul called on him. I don't know. That one didn't set well with me. Grayson County still leads by 17. Left side shot missed. Rebounded by Floyd up top to Moss. 3 from the volleyball line is good. He gets the shooter's roll. Jonathan Moss from the top side brings it to within 14 with 4:15 left. Grayson County can't get complacent here. Jack Logston throws it, pass deflected. Haycraft's got it, gives it off to Martin into the far corner to Armstrong, who smartly just waits. Run some offense here if you're Grayson. That clock is your best friend. Martin is fouled by Floyd. Floyd's a very handsy defender. It's his 2nd, team's 2nd. Honestly, for Daviess, they're probably going to need fouls at some point. That's not going to be the worst thing in the world. 4:04 left in the game. Grayson County leads by 14. Langdon almost lost the dribble. Now he does lose it on the spin. Picked up and running for Brown. Down the left side. Brown switches to the right. Flip shot missed. Rebound put back by Phelps is missed. Armstrong gets it for Grayson County. Armstrong looking for trail defenders and walks with it as he crosses the half-court line. Ethan Meredith, assistant coach for Grayson County, he stands up and he looks at Brody and says, slow down. That clock is your best friend. You got 10 seconds to get it across the half-court line. You don't need to go like you're shot out of a cannon every single time. especially when you've got a 14-point lead. Left wing, Moss. Handoff pass to Brown. Brown pulls up from the free throw line. Good for Jackson Brown. Daviess County's starting to heat up a little bit. We're going to have a foul called on Floyd, I believe is the whistle. It is on Floyd. I don't believe he agreed with it. I was looking down at my notes when it happened, but I saw the official, Lauren Frazier, kind of staring him down as if to say, I've heard enough. Langdon, the double team comes into the middle to Armstrong, flips it over to the far side to Martin, who cuts down, layup, right side, good. He almost fell down on the drive, but Martin lays it in. Grayson County leads by 14, 66-52, 3:10 left in the game. And now Moss is going to be fouled on the drive by Armstrong. That'll be Brody's third, team's third. That's another thing for Grayson. You don't want to start fouling either because this team's really good at making their free throws. You don't give them free points. Right side three missed by Moss. Rebound by Floyd on the floor for Daviess County. And now falling down, the ball goes out of bounds off of Floyd. And it's going to head Grayson County's way. Floyd trying to plead his case. Well, now they're going to talk it over with the official Mark Gentry. Ooh, they're going to change it. Wow. I don't know how you overrule that. Happened right in front of Lauren Frazier. Travis Johnston doesn't believe it. So Daviess County keeps it. They're giving it to Watkins in the corner. Driving in is Brown. Jump pass to the near corner. Phelps, three, too strong. Langdon has the rebound for Grayson. They give it off to Haycraft. Haycraft, outlet to Logston. Logston down the near side of the floor. Stops it in the corner now before backing it out front. It's guarded by Watkins. Logston's got 18 points, 999 for his career. Logston on the drive, goes up, and he is going to be fouled, and Jack Logston will go to the free throw line to try and add to the Grayson County lead, but also have a chance to score his 1,000th career point. If he makes this free throw, that would do it. Jack Logston to become the youngest player in program history to have 1,000. He does. 1,000 points for Jack Logston. The youngest player in program history, we believe, passing his head coach Travis Johnston, who did it in his senior season. Makes both free throws, does Jack Logston. He's got 20 in the game, but also 1,000 career points. 68-52, 2:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Off to Moss, driving in on Armstrong, and he puts it in on the right side. Timeout taken on the floor, 68-54, 2:25 to go. Grayson County leads. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Jack Logston has scored his 1,000th career point, and Grayson County leads the region's #1 ranked team, Daviess County, 68-54. Grayson County has the ball out of the timeout, and they fire down to a wide-open Kobe Martin. Martin on the drive, blocked by Watkins from behind. Martin was probably a little too patient. If you're going to go up and score, go score. Phelps down the right side. He's going to be fouled by Logston. For Jack, that is going to be his second. Team's fourth. 2 shots coming for Gage Phelps. If you're Grayson again, you don't want to get complacent here. You've got control of this game. don't allow them the thought that they might be able to come back in it. First free throw, good for Gage Phelps. He gets the shooter's roll. Second shot missed. Rebound, though, by Watkins for Daviess County. Driving in. Flip shot again by Phelps, and he's going to go right back to the line after being fouled by Grayson County. It's called on Haycraft, his third. That's the team's fifth as well. Both teams going to be shooting free throws the remainder of this game. And it is going to be Gage Phelps to go back and shoot 2 more. First one, no good. He's missed 2 straight now. Second chance is good. In the backcourt, Grayson County has it at 68-56. Grayson County has the lead. 2 minutes left here in this game from Daviess County High School. Far side Martin, spin move, gets the baseline, bounce pass, Armstrong lays it in on the left side. That might be a dagger here at Daviess County. 70-56, 1:45 left in the game. Moss trapped in the corner. Up top to Watkins, he'll let the 3 fly. It's no good, rebound. Floyd and Logston fighting over it, and it's gonna be a jump ball. The arrow is in favor of the orange and blue of Grayson. The fans can start to feel it for Grayson County. Daviess County's only lost to 1 region team this year. It was Owensboro. And a timeout going to be taken by Travis Johnston after Haycraft was trapped. It'll just be a 30-second timeout. I mean, you look at this Daviess County team. They have won 8 of their last 9, 19 of their last 21. Since the start of the new year, they've had 2 losses. At Greenwood by 5 points, who Grayson County just defeated. And then at Owensboro back on the 19th of January, 74-68. Only lost 1 game here at home all season. That was against Evansville Central, which I'll be honest, couldn't tell you a single thing about Evansville Central. I don't know. Was that a good loss? Bad loss? I don't know. But of those losses, 4 points, 7 points, 6 points, 5 points. They've not lost a game by double digits all season long. Grayson County very close to doing it right here. .90 seconds left in the 4th quarter of play. Jack Logston fouled in the backcourt by Floyd. And Jack will have 2 free throws. Again, congratulations to Jack Logston. Just a few moments ago, he crossed the 1,000 point mark for his career, the youngest player in program history to ever do that. 2 coming for the freshman with 90 seconds left here in this 4th quarter. First one, good. Daviess County about to lose only their 2nd region game of the year. And the first one of those at home as Jack Logston makes both free throws. Cougs up 16 with 1:25 left. Jonathan Moss, a deep 3 from the right side. Too strong, rebounded by Martin for Grayson County. Martin trapped in the backcourt, gives it off to Logston. The double team comes, they give it to Martin, and a very late foul is going to be called. That'll be on Floyd. That is going to be his 5th. He'll foul out of the game. 0 points for him. He goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line as well. It'll be Jack Logston to go to the stripe, as they right now have a banner up in the stands to congratulate Jack for his 1,000th career point. He's got 2 coming here. First one's good. But as his dad just walked by a moment ago to go grab the banners out of the car, he said it, I don't know if it picked up on the mic. He said a win would be even better. Second one good for Jack. 74-56. The Cougs have boat raced the number 1 team. Phelps 3 left side. That's missed. Rebound pops off, and it's fought away and picked up by Lee for Daviess County. To Moss. Shot No good. Rebounded by Jack Logston. 1 minute to go. Grayson County leads 74-56. Logston up the near side. He's triple teamed, and the defense comes. They're looking for a foul. Finally gets it off to Langdon. Bounce pass to Martin. Martin just standing with it in the backcourt. To Langdon. Up at the logo. Daviess County calling off the dogs. Grayson County might just be able to dribble this ball out. Instead, it's a loose ball, jump ball. The arrow will be pointed in favor of Daviess County. 29.4 seconds left here in this fourth quarter of play. On the right side goes Phelps. He drives to the left side. Shot might have been partially blocked. There to pick it up and put it in. On the inside is Jackson Lee. 74-58. Grayson County's just going to be able to dribble this ball out and defeat the Daviess County Panthers, the #1 team in the region. Goes down on their home floor. The freshman duo of Logston and Langdon leads the way. That's triple zeros on the clock. The Cougs have defeated Daviess County tonight behind 25 from Langdon and 24 from Logston, 74-58. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this. Again, your final, Grayson County 74, Daviess County 58. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
The Grayson County Cougars defeat the region's top-ranked team, Daviess County, today by a final score of 74-58. Spencer Langdon, 25 points. Jack Longston, 24 points. I mean, what more do you want to say? Grayson County, I mean, I'll be honest, I definitely did not expect this at all. What a performance from Grayson County. Travis Johnson, we'll talk to him in a moment, but also give a shout-out to Jack Logston, who crossed the 1,000-point mark for his career to become the youngest player in program history to cross that mark. What a day. What an accomplishment. A lot to be proud of for this Grayson County team. I mean, we talked about it just a few minutes ago. Grayson County proved they can win the region. Am I predicting that? No. Of course, I mean, I'm not doing that. But you beat this team, you can beat anybody. But as we've seen, this team can lose to anybody as well. But hey, it's going to make the postseason a whole heck of a lot of fun. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we're going to talk to head coach Travis Johnston, who I would imagine is a pretty happy man. We'll talk to him, run down the scoring from this game, and also some scores from around the region. Again, your final score today, Grayson County upsets the number one team in the region, Daviess County, by a final score of 74-58. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars fall or win. They don't fall, they win today against Daviess County by a final score of 74-58. We're joined now by Coach Travis Johnston from the Grayson County Cougars. Coach, if you want the book there, I haven't counted up Daviess County, but I said just a moment ago that your Grayson County team, they can win the region. Nope. That's the number one team in the region. They hadn't lost they lost 2 games in the year 2024. None of them at home since back in December. And you ball whooped them.
Yeah, and that was, we played really good to make it a convincing win, and that feels really good. And it's the first time we've won 3 games all year. I told the boys that's called a winning streak. Got a chance to make it 4 going into the tournament, and
you got to win 3 straight to win the region.
Yep, and we're the epitome of you can beat anybody and lose to anybody. Just because our minds get a little fried sometimes, I'm hoping we're not too up come Friday night, which we shouldn't be. It's senior night for the girls. not our last home game, but our last home regular season game. And we just got to make sure that we're riding this. I keep telling them every game is just like the district tournament. That's how we need to play it. And they did that tonight.
Jack, 1,000 points. Youngest player and
big deal.
I think who was the youngest player prior to this point?
Big deal.
That's a pretty good accomplishment, though.
Oh gosh, I've already told him. I said, if you don't break my record,
I was gonna say your record. Like you're looking back and it's like,
if he doesn't break my record, either I need to be fired or he did not do any work whatsoever the next 3 years. We got a couple guys that's got a chance to get to 1,000 points. You know, Spencer's already at over 500, probably close to 550 now, and. But Jack to do it as a freshman, and people are going to say, well, he had that 7th grade year. He only scored 92 points the 7th grade year.
And really didn't score a lot last year either. I mean, what, 300 or so?
Yeah, something like that. But he might get there this season regardless of that 7th grade, so that's not a big deal. But I'm really proud of him. Knew that he would break it tonight if we were going to have a chance to win. He'd have to break it tonight, and then credit to him. He makes free throws a whole heck of a lot better than I ever did. It's really nice and comforting to know you got somebody like that's going to be able to knock them down at the end and stretch the lead.
I think Spencer today too, especially in that first half. He just has those moments, and I think it was Tillman where he went like that. And there have been a couple of games this season. They all run together now at this point, where he just loses his mind. And when you do that, you almost just have to keep giving him the ball, don't you?
Well, there was a time in the first half I was yelling, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" when he shot a three, and
well, there was the transition.
I was yelling, "Pull it on that one!" I was wanting.
Did you?
I told him in the huddle going out there. I said, "Guys, here's the point where we need to take layups," and then I said, "Spencer, an open three for you is a layup for everybody else. So make sure if you're there, especially tonight." That's how much confidence we wish. We've been trying to get him to shoot it more, and even some contested shots, but he drives to the rim so well. I mean, Brown was guarding him, was so strong, and he was able to bully in there, and then they had to put the Moss kid on him to try to go quickness, and he doesn't look like it, but he's a matchup problem for a lot of guys, especially the way he can shoot and the way he finishes inside. But we got two really good ones there.
I thought you rebounded the ball today.
Yeah.
Maybe your best rebounding game of the season. I know Daviess County, that's not – if they have a weakness, that's probably their weakness is they're not the greatest rebounding team in the world, but you all aren't either, and I don't know the totals on that, but I would imagine you won that fairly handily.
Well, I know they only had 4 offensive rebounds in the first half, and 2 of those were on the very first possession of the game. And that's what we said going in. I said, guys, to be honest with you, maybe except for maybe 1 or 2 of their subs, we're just as big as them across the board other than the Watkins kid. And told Brody I didn't care how many points he had tonight or how many rebounds as long as he kept the Watkins kid in check. And I'm not real sure what he had.
Do I want to look? You can count. I thought Coach Mack said you couldn't. Sorry.
He's senile. Has 8 points, and a couple of those were well, one of them was a post move where our double didn't get there quick enough, but Brody did excellent on him, and our guards rebounded down. Kobe and Landon's been doing a really good job of that. So, which it was another one of those team wins. You know, Gage misses this first 3 and then makes 2.
Huge ones.
Hayden made a running out of bounds 3 where I was saying no, but the way he's shooting, he needs to fire it up. And Zach was sick. He got sick during the JV or after the JV game, and he played a little in the first half. But we just had every guy step up, and I'm very proud of how they played tonight, and hopefully we can carry that forward going to the district tournament.
Friday, you've got a game before that against a Hancock County team that, I think we were talking just right at the beginning of this conversation is your team's proven they can beat anybody in the region. And I don't want this to sound like it's a slight against Hancock County, but they're young, they're inexperienced. Yep. They're more like a Whitesville than they are a Daviess County. Now, they're better probably than Whitesville Trinity, but they're different and so on. I know I watched him at the Sports Center, almost beat McLean County.
Yep.
It was a close game there through 3 quarters. How do you make sure that your guys – I mean, they play this way, you can beat anybody.
Yep.
How do you make sure it's this and not Holmes or insert a couple of those other games that I don't want to bring back on a night that we're supposed to be smiling?
I think part of that is me not letting them get too relaxed. But they need to enjoy this. I
As
mean,
they should.
Yeah, they deserve that and how well they played. But the most of it's on them. They have to flip the switch and say, all right, now it's on to the next. I forgot that this was the first time we won 3 games in a row until Landon told me in the locker room, why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 6? I mean,
Lady Cougars are doing it.
Yeah, we might get halfway to what they're at, but
well, let's see if you count it up. I think 14 would be the state title right now. About.
But we have to make sure that we're playing with how do we need to play to win a district title? How do we need to play to make it to the region and to make a run in the region? And this is how we need to do it. We have to do that against everybody. And if you do it against our Friday night, then you got a chance to get some more guys in and stuff like that. But if you come out flat, then it's going to be a dog. I watched them play, or I seen their McLean County score. I seen their Apollo score. Apollo took us to the wire once or twice, and so they can play. They can do stuff. We have to make sure that they're playing our game and we are playing how we're supposed to be playing.
Coach, congrats on the big win. Wish Jack congrats for us as well, and we'll see you on Friday.
Yep.
And I think I will say, too, for you, big crowd for both games, right? Get there early for the Lady Cougars.
Absolutely.
Lady Cougars deserve it. You all deserve it as well.
Hey, even our student section's been really good the past times. Everybody up cheering for them, getting into the game just like they do on most of the boys' games because they're good. And Coach Mack's the coach of the year, hands down, not even close. And our girls are playing really good. Heck, they made 8 threes in the first half last night, I think. So they need to get out there, and if you haven't been, it's a perfect opportunity to go out there Friday night and see what we're doing because we're doing pretty good things here on both programs.
Yeah, both boys and girls. Coach, congrats on the win. We'll talk to you on Friday.
Thanks.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. Cougars upset the #1 team. More after this.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors this storm, including the following counties that are fortunately.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Daviess County High School, where the Cougars have defeated Daviess County 74-58. Try to run down a quick score, too, from around the region as we do a quick scroll through. I know Butler County had a big win today against McLean County. Breck in girls defeats E-Town in overtime by 10 points. Edmondson defeats Russellville by 11. South Warren over Todd County Central by 5. Those are a couple of the scores from around the region. Grayson County defeats Davis 74-58. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Daviess County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars defeat the number one team in the region, Daviess County, tonight by a final score of 74-58. Right down the scoring from this game for Daviess County: 21 for Jonathan Moss, 15 for Gage Phelps, 8 each for Jackson Brown and De'Aaron Watkins, and 4 for Aiden Ayer. For Grayson County, 25 for Spencer Langdon, 24 for Jack Logston, 11 for Brody Armstrong, 6 for Gage Napier, and 3 for Hayden Robinson, 5 also for Kobe Martin. I want to make sure that I don't forget about Kobe there. Coming up, remember that there was a game scheduled tomorrow for the Lady Cougars at Daviess County. That game has been canceled, so no more on that. So the next game for us will be on Friday, as the Cougars and Lady Cougars will take on Hancock County. It'll be senior night. I just saw a message here coming down from Mr. Spirit's son, too, and he says if his dad can come at 87 and come cheer for the teams, he challenges the student section and fans to fill up as well. Go Cougars on Friday. Hopefully you can come fill it out, and if you can't, maybe you're not local, you can't get out or whatever, you can join us. Stephen and I will have the call on Friday for the Lady Cougars against Hancock, as they'll go for their 15th straight win, and the Cougar boys will go for their 4th straight here at home. That'll wrap up our coverage this afternoon, where Grayson County takes down the number one team in the region. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Abby Howlett, and your director was Trey, brother of Alex Cook. So on a night where Grayson County takes down the region's number one team, 74-58, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.